Hello Capricorn, this is your general reading for April. Welcome. So it is a general reading. You may like to check out your other signs as well for more messages. This month I'm using the Gilded Tarot. I'm also going to use a card from the Heart and Soul deck to pull a card for love and relationships. All right, Capricorn. Now before I start, check the description box because I've got some things coming up this month that you may be interested in. I've got a challenge starting and I've also got a membership group. So check that out. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like and share the videos. Now Capricorn, overall for this month, I feel there's some softness coming, but I feel there's some fear coming as well. And I kind of feel for some of you that it's going to deal with relationships, but it could be a new relationship coming in that brings this fear up, or some crack in the current relationship that brings this fear up. So let's have a look. We've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. We've got the Four of Wands, and we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Now the Queen of Wands in reverse is, to me, is indicating that it's really about stepping out of the mind here. Now you are an earth sign, but you do get quite trapped in the mind with logic and wanting to feel safe and secure and grounded and moving forward in a logic way, right? Not in an intuitive, this is how I feel way. Although I have to say I've met quite a few Capricorns lately that are very intuitive. So whatever that is for you, we can all overthink sometimes. And when this is up this way, this is someone with a lot of clarity who really is, uses their mind, the communication, the words, and, very stable, very clear direction. This way around, the clarity is not there. And that's what I mean when I said, for some of you, I feel some fear is going to come up and your direction that you thought you were going in is going to be unclear. It's going to go from clear to unclear, and it will be a fear that's doing that, a fear that's coming up. So I guess the best thing to do here really is to try to tune into your heart, into that energy, tune into your heart and really ask yourself, is it true? Get some clarity around whether these old feelings that are coming up are really true or not, because they may not be. And the way that your memory and your system and your even other people around you are communicating that to you may not be the clearest way. So that's about some clarity there. And the Four of Wands is typically the marriage card, but for me, I also see it as a structure, and I also see it as a gateway, a new opportunity to choose something different. So you can see there's the four pillars here holding up the little gazebo type thing at the top, and I'm just seeing some structure here for you and around relationships and around even around your work and the relationships at work, because something is not clear there and the communication is not as clear as it used to be. So there's some changes going on there for sure, and that's really, I feel, what is, it's got you just a little bit off kilter, because your normal structure doesn't feel right anymore. It might be working, but it doesn't feel right. So but those feelings that are coming up might be just kind of scaring you a bit, and you might want to just squish them down. But the clarity is in those feelings. The clarity is that moving forward. Because I mean, we've got the Ace of Cups, and typically up this way, this is a real blessing from the universe in the form of a new love, or you know, new emotions, or your cup running over. So in reverse, it's just really a message to me that, you know, these new structures in relationships, you're turning away from them. They're not clear, and so when they're not clear, you're not really sure how to move forward with them, right? So, you know, in the middle of these two cards of not being clear and not knowing how to fill your own cup is this card here, and it's new structures in relationships, whether that's personal relationships or whether that is work relationships. But there's some new structure needs to be created here so that there's harmony and there's clarity, and that the communication is more clear. I've said it a few times, but the communication needs to be more concise, and you know, you need to know the next step. You need that foundation and that security and that grounding of knowing how to move forward. So yeah, as I said, that could be a personal relationship, or it could be work relationships, but there's definitely some need here for some clarity, and I'm really being told that it's a fear coming up for you from something that has happened in the past, but you don't need to hold on to that anymore. You can let go of it. All right, what do we need to know for, Capricorn for April? Okay. Oh, this came up for one of the other signs as well. How beautiful. Every relationship goes through changes, but this does not mean that the love has gone. Let this be a time of reflection. Some adjustments may be needed. Perhaps a new purpose needs to be discovered. It may feel cold and lonely, but beneath the surface, the earth is warming to the promise of spring. In the meanwhile, express how you feel, gently, lovingly, and honestly. And let yourself be vulnerable and hold each other tight. I just noticed that you can see my camera in the light there. So this really matches the other cards. So in love and relationships this month, it is going to take some vulnerability on your side, and that may just be bringing up a few fears, but there's a lot of stability there. Look at that. There's a lot of stability, and you really can embrace each other, whether this is a new relationship or a current one. Embrace each other in that love and in that vulnerability, and you will form something solid here, coming from a new way. And if you can allow those fears to dissipate, you really can have new emotions and new feelings coming in. So a really lovely month for you, I feel, Capricorn. And I just want to also say that, I mean, the groundedness there, if you can see that, it just looks really grounded, doesn't it? Secure and safe. And, you know, that is how you like to feel. And you can feel that this month. All right, well, have an amazing month. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, please subscribe and like and share the videos, and check out what I've got on in the description box, and maybe I'll see you somewhere. Have a great month. Bye for now.